Days after I woke up from the so-called injury, Giyu told me many things I was supposed to remember and have absolutely no idea of. What do I remember is that my duty is and job is as the Frost Hashira, yet I have no idea who anyone is apart from Giyu and Okitama-sama, not even the ones who came to me on the first day I woke up. According to Giyu, they are also Hashira, just like I am, and apparently we've been friends for years. Why can't I remember? I was also told that the purple-haired girl, Shinobu Kocho, I think that was it, that I was affected by selective amnesia caused in my late mission, which I have no clue about. But from the massive bruises on my shoulder and my lower stomach, it convinced me that the mission part was partly true. Honestly, the only one that I'm really relying is literally only on Giyu. I remember no one else other than him. Yen, looking at the entrance of my frost estate, I see the water pillar has come to visit. Hello, Giyu. I smile before continuing to swing myself up and down. How's your wound doing? He asked as he reached to my side and leaned onto the tree trunk. It's a bit sore. When do I get back to training? I looked at him through my mask. I've been temporarily excused from training in occasion of my still healing injuries is unable to take so much pressure. Now? Huh? Confused, I seek the explanation. We're going to the training grounds now. My eyes widen in excitement and surprise, though I always thought training was boring, but when I actually living throughout it, it kind of became unbearable. Really? Yeah. Do try to if you recover well enough. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Before another word was said, Giyu disappeared in front of me. I assumed he was already heading to the training grounds. Went there. Oh, sorry. Holy moly. I just went there by myself. Unsurprisingly, Giyu was already there waiting for me as we both walked into the training grounds. The others were there as well. Yin Hana. Hayo, Mitsuri-san. During the time I was away, I have learned that I have this thing called selective amnesia, so I've been trying my best to learn their other names. Again, hoping it would pull back the slightest strings. However, deep down, I can somehow feel myself being against the idea of trying to remember. But still, I managed to learn their names. By the end of the day, I should show some sort of sign of respect to them by knowing how to address them correctly. There was only one name that caused me a little reaction. Iguro Obanai. Whenever I looked at him, I have mixed feelings. A feeling of wanting to be close to him, believing that he is my comfort. Another feeling repels me against it, to stay away from him because of something that happened, disturbing me whenever he is in my sight. Well, I pulled myself out of my drowning thoughts and followed Giyu to the empty training grounds. As I walked past the serpent Hashira, the same ache in my heart appeared again, causing me to turn my eyes curiously. His heterochromia eyes caught me off guard as I suspiciously stared into them. I turned around and offered a hand to the serpent Hashira, who stared at me, his breathtaking heterochromia eyes. Come with me. Memories that I've never seen has entered my mind at that moment, and his eyes shook in surprise as I stared at him with worried eyes. What was that? I whispered, doubting myself if I was seeing the right thing. What was that? The young Miss Hashira came to my side, asking me as he lightly pulled my sleeves. Finally, moving my eyes away from those heterochromia ones, I focused on the boy in front of me, and my lips automatically curled into a smile. It's nothing, don't worry, I assured him as I softly patted his head. I've always felt a sense of closeness to the Miss Hashira, having his brotherly love for him, which convinced me that I was definitely very close to him. Leaving the serpent Hashira behind, I, alongside Michiro, walked to join Giyu instead. However, I could bring myself to forget that sudden yet memorable scene that just appeared out of nowhere. At the same time, Obanai, who stared at the frost pillar as she slowly walked further away from him. There was just a moment, a millisecond, where he saw the same familiar look on her, just like that night. She turned and offered a hand to me as I stared into her dark eyes through her mask, shocked with her elegance. "Come with me," was what she said. By the time he returned to reality, she was already far out of reach. She left with Michio and went to Giyu. "Apparently, this is her recovering test," Kojiro said, as he stood beside me. "Will she be going back to missions?" I asked, still looking at her. "Probably. At the end of the day, we need her. She is one of us after all." That is true. We have been going on lots of missions recently due to the fact that one of our people are down, especially when she is one of the most specific with this mission. We start to slowly walk towards the training grounds that they are at, indicating on watching them. The others follow behind us as well. By the time we arrive, they already got a starting position ready to get started. I am up against Giyu. I pulled up my katana, in which I haven't properly used in a few weeks, and tried to do some warm-up moves with it. Surprisingly, I can still use it quite fluently and perform many attacks just fine. Maybe not as sharp as before, but still attackable. Now I am just gradually swinging the dirt and dust off my katana as I waited for Giyu to tell me the plan. Are you kidding me, baby? Giyu, on the other hand, although not being on great terms with the serpent pillar, but during the days that Yin was unconscious, he can see the amount of care that Obanai put into her, and Giyu is sure that Obanai is still able to take care of her. Now the problem is how to make Yin remember everything, then just giving them a chance to actually get together. So, Giyu has started to try to get the two of them to spend more time with each other, hoping this can later on become some sort of trigger to awake the temporary disappearance memory of the Frost Hashira. "Igro, you're with her," Giyu said, loud enough for the approaching serpent Hashira to hear, who stared at him with slightly wide eyes. "Why me?" he asked, confused. Not that he didn't want, though. I looked over at the serpent Hashira, who was just randomly picked by Giyu. "It's fine if you don't want to, Iguro-san," I said, not wanting to force him into this. "No, I didn't mean that." For some reason, the serpent pillar became more nervous than before, because this is the first direct conversation they've had since she woke up. He was so excited upon the idea of talking to her again. Notice the fact that she addressed him by his first name with, "You know what, fuck it," Obanai muttered under his breath before walking into the train grounds and stood opposite of me, pulling out his katana as well. "Whenever you're ready." I smirked slightly, also entertained at the thought of having to practice fight against Iguro, the one and only interesting most of all. I'm not reading, but breath of you-know-what. He attacked quickly and unpredictably, performing a horizontal slash coming straight at me, shortening the distance between us in a blink of an eye. It was so fast that it practically impossible for me to defend it with my breathing style. I rolled off to the left side, barely getting out of the way of the slash. My movements were definitely slowed by my injuries. I was so slow that his attack got me in the leg, causing a sudden immense pain as the liquid color of my uniform. It's my turn. I took the dominance this time, allowing my attack to be as unpredictable as possible by speeding up the whole attack. Obanai, on the other hand, was not expecting the girl to be this strong when she had literally just recovered, not to mention how she failed to dodge the previous attack, which left a visible cut on her leg. The serpent Hashira dodged all my attacks. In response, I fastened my pace of attacking. Then he swung his katana with a huge force. Our swords met in the air, making a loud banging noise, one pushing against the other. An idea came to mind. I jumped in the air, our katanas being still pushed on each other. Now the position is me pushing down on our swords, while he is swinging upwards, calling out my attack as I suddenly broke the contact of our katanas and slashed him horizontally from above. As the serpent Hashira, Obanai managed to roll out of the side before quickly regaining his composure once more. Our swords met once again, met in the air. We were both pushing each other's katana, applying more force to the other. Seconds go by. Blue, white snowflakes surround me, while a purple-black aura, due to the high concentration, surrounds him. Knowing continuing like this is not a solution, I tilted my katana to the right and cut past him before turning around to face him. Immediately attacking, I flexibility twisted my wrist and aimed by the serpent Hashira standing before me. The serpent Hashira did not show any intent of moving back as he came straight at my attack. As I connected on the attacking him, I felt a slice somewhere on me. However, I didn't feel any pain as I shrugged it off. The pain of practice matches. It was so, I don't know how to put it, physical contact with the opponent to touch them first. Therefore, I twisted my body so I landed behind him and then turned my katana around and gently poked him with the handle. Suddenly, I felt a gentle breeze blowing against my face. The bare skin, even the normal weight on my face, seemed to have reduced a lot. My eyes widened in nervousness as I lowered my head to see my mask on the ground, broken in half. Looking back up again, my eyes ran into the heterochromia ones of Obanai, yet both of our eyes were written in shock. However, I was so lost in his eyes that I completely forgot to react, able to sense the surprise and unbelievable emotion crossing the air. I looked up to see the other Hashira staring down at me. Ew, look, she's a cursed child. The one with the snowflake birthmark at the end of her right eye. She must be permanent to her family. A punishment to her family. Imagine how pretty she would have been without that ugly curse of hers. I feel so sorry for her parents for having a cursed child. She should die, or else it would ruin my future. Memories of when I was young flashed in my mind. Although I lost some of those memories, I sadly did not forget the painful childhood I lived through. So almost out of natural reaction, I quickly turned around with my back facing all of them and hid my face by raising the sleeve to my hori. Okay. I can hear the gas of the other Hashira. Shit, they definitely saw my face. My mask follows me wherever I go. I've always been wearing it to hide the birthmark from the others. It's become a habit long ago. I kept my head low. My hair flows off of my shoulders, hovering the other half of my face. I am not ready to show them. Not ready to share my past with them. Not ready to accept my childhood. Let's go. I heard the deep voice of Giyu. He urged the other pillars to temporarily leave me on my own. He is the only one who knows about the story, apart from Uduraki-san. Therefore, he understands the importance of my mask to me. Hence the reason why he is trying to give me some time alone to sort myself out. But there's a problem. I've never had a second mask. I've only got one. And now it's broken. On the ground. I am not mad at Obanai. No, I'm really not. Surprisingly. For some reason, I just can't bring myself to dislike him. Hey, calm down. A voice appeared behind me, whose scent I've never detected. Out of nervousness, I squeezed my eyes shut, afraid of upcoming words or reactions. It's okay. Don't be scared. I'm here. The person got close to me, carefully landed an arm around my shoulder, holding me close to him. For some reason, his embrace is so promising. As if his embrace will keep me away from all the storms. Feeling more reassured, I hesitate whether I should turn and face this person. Don't force yourself. However, he seems to read my mind as he once again reassures me. I relax more into his embrace, enjoying the comfort he is providing me. I stayed like this for another few minutes before I finally decided somehow I can trust this person. He is assuring. He is trustworthy. Therefore, I slowly lifted my head away from his chest and turned around gently. The soft breeze brushed my hair away from my face, revealing my birthmark. Looking at him, my heart missed a beat upon who it was. It was him. Hey guys, sorry for all the the you know what I'm talking about, all the little movement and whatever. My cat decided that she wanted to do a run, so she also got in the way of my little thing. So sorry anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully this will never happen again. Anyways, I love you all so much. Bye. Mwah.